Hey everybody, welcome back to Royal Tarot Readings. This is my fun channel that I do for tarot readings on the royal family. All information presented in this video is for fun and entertainment purposes only. It's fun. It's tarot. I'm just a gal with cards. Alright, so today what we are going to look at is this story about the split between the Prince and Princess of Wales and Prince Andrew and his daughter, Eugenie, Princess Eugenie. There's some type of split out there that they are very upset with each other. The Prince and Princess of Wales are very upset with Prince Andrew and Eugenie. So let's see what's going on here. My goodness. For this one, I'm going to use again the Yuletide Tarot by Christopher Hughes. Just a lovely, lovely deck. I do have another Christmas deck. I think it's called The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't tend to use that one a lot, but I might do it in another reading. But for this one, we're going to use the Yuletide Tarot. So let's see what we got here. For this one, I'm going to do, it's usually a karmic link, this particular spread, but it's going to be a little different. It's going to be, I'll have 5 cards on top, and we're going to say what the past energy is between these 4 people, their current energy, their future energy, if they're going to reconcile, and if they're going to split. I'm going to have Catherine and William on the left, and I'll have Andrew and Eugenie on the right. All right, so let's see what we have here. Tends to be a little bit of a longer reading, so settle in. All right, so for Catherine and William, Andrew and Eugenie, whoops, oh my, what flipped over here? 3 candles, waiting for your ships to come in. Queen of Pentacles, or there's Catherine right there. Okay, my goodness. All right, so what's the energy, what's the past energy between these 4 people? What is the past energy? What is their current energy? Oops. What's going on between them right now? Happy family. That's interesting. 10 of Cups. All right, what's the current energy? What's their future energy going to be? And then what has to happen for them to reconcile? Like what would have to happen for them to reconcile? And then what would have to happen for them to split? Or have they already split? What's the energy behind a split between the Prince and Princess of Wales and Prince Andrew and Princess Eugenie? The Holly King. Oh, there's the Emperor. There's Charles. Oh my goodness, His Majesty King Charles. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. That's His Majesty King Charles. Whoops. Oh my God. Okay, this deck is absolutely ready here. And we have the Empress in reverse. 8 of Candles, that's in reverse, that's a blockage. And the 5 of Cups, which is regret and disappointment. All right, hang on one second. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, here we go. So what's the energy between these 4 people? So we're going to have the past, current, and future. What has to happen for reconciliation? And what's the current energy around a split between these 2 factions? Oops. Oh, okay. Queen of Canes. Well, there's the Queen of Wands, so that's going to be fire sign. Well, there's... that would actually be Beatrice, not Eugenie. All right. All right, we're going to go with this one. Okay. That was a very loud cut there. All right, so 5 cards up top. And how this works is this is the energy between them all, between both factions. And then we're going to have past, current, future, what has to happen for reconciliation, and what's the energy around a split. And then we have Catherine and William on the left, and Andrew and Eugenie on the right. And then this shows each of their individual roles in each of these questions. Oh, can you see all that? Let's see. Might bring it down just a little bit more. There we go. I move my camera just a little bit. All right, actually, I'll just move the cards too. Just so you can see the cards. Oh, I see. I just put them too far apart. Okay, there we go. All right, underlying energy is, the list in reverse. So that's judgment in reverse. No second chance. Wow, we might have an answer already. 5 of Swords, fighting, exhausted by the fight. Look at all these reversals. Wow. Okay. So we have Judgment in reverse, which is you don't get a second chance. It's already been decided. You're done. Five of Swords in reverse. This is the big fight, and it's someone has lost the war. Two of Gifts in reverse. This is Two of Pentacles in reverse. There's no chance of any sort of collaboration on them being a brand together. All of them together. Wow. Okay, reading's over. No, I'm kidding. Wow. All right, very powerful underlying energy. All right, what is the past energy between these two factions? What's the past energy? Three of Candles, Three of Wands. This keeps coming up over and over. So this is about the kind of just waiting. It was a wait and see sort of attitude, like, let's see how things turn out. We'll kind of wait and see. That was the past. And how about William and Catherine? What did they think about it? What were they waiting for? The devil. The Krampus, which is the devil. They were waiting to see how dark this would get. They were waiting to see how this was all going to shake out. All right, let me get my devil swear jar here. If you're new to my channel, whenever the devil shows up in these royal readings, I add $1 to the devil swear jar. And at the end of the month, you guys are going to figure out where all this money is going to go. I will let you vote on the charity this is going to be donated to. All right. So Catherine and William were simply waiting to see how much darkness are we talking about here. This is addiction. This is evil deeds, hurting people and enjoying it. Just every dark bit of energy that you can think of. That's the devil. That's what they were waiting to see, because they knew that a judgment was coming or had come, and they really weren't willing to give Prince Andrew and Princess Eugenie a second chance. In their mind, the war had already been decided, and they didn't want to be associated with them, but they were willing to wait and see if things turned out differently. And then for Andrew and Eugenie, oh gosh, the Knight of Good Cheer, Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups upright is being the knight in shining armor. You are the person that is the comforting energy. You're the one who makes everyone feel better. You're the hero. And in reverse, you've fallen off that horse. You've fallen off that white horse, and your reputation has been harmed. That's a past energy. This is mostly on Andrew. His energy was he had fallen off that white horse. He was not the person everyone thought that he was. And because of that, they really weren't willing to give him a second chance. They thought, you know what, this is already done. I don't want to be associated with you, but I'm not going to really say anything. Let's kind of wait and see what happens. They were waiting to see how bad this was going to be. William and Catherine were. And then Andrew and Eugenie by association. But maybe something she did too. Fell off that white horse. All right, what's current energy? What's going on with them right now? Nine of Cups. Nine of Good Cheer. So this is about being wishful. This is about kind of dreaming on what could be, what you wish had happened. This is also about delusion, kind of fooling yourself into thinking of things that could have been. I really wish this could happen, and but you're fooling yourself. It can also be about indulgence. In reverse, it's about overindulgence, like drinking too much, that sort of thing. But upright, this is about you are hoping and wishing for things to happen, but you're just fooling yourself that they will. And this is the energy between the two of them. One of them, maybe this side here, is really wishing things could happen, but they're fooling themselves. And because this whole thing has already been decided, these three cards are telling me this whole dynamic between these two factions it's really already over. But they were waiting to see if maybe things could change. So for William and Catherine, what's their energy right now? The Page of Cups. Page of Cups is about surprising good news. It's also about surprising good news. All right, so in this deck, the Page of Good Cheer, Page of Cups, this is someone who they don't really possess the emotional maturity to deal with relationships of the heart, and they're easily hurt or they read too much into a situation. So I think this is, I think between William and Catherine, they were hoping so much. This is also about being psychic too. This is someone who demonstrates powerful psychic tendencies. I think that they were hoping, and they are hoping, that they were, you know what, this is about self-delusion. They deluded themselves into thinking that things would be okay. And they were really, really hoping for that. And they see now that their original first impressions were right. They realized that the things were really as bad as they thought. And this is relying on your intuition. This is intuition. What is this right here? So their intuition is that, yeah, we have analyzed the situation correctly. And the fact that we think things are done, war's over, don't want to be associated with these two as a brand anymore. They now realize that those initial instincts were correct. What about Andrew and Eugenie? Ooh, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, out of the family. Ten of Pentacles upright, especially in these royal readings, is the line of succession, generational wealth, DNA. And in reverse, you are no longer associated with the family. You are out. We don't want to be associated with you anymore. Wow, that is the current energy right now. No second chance. War is over. I don't want to be associated with you as a brand. That's where they are right now. And William and Catherine are like, yeah, our instincts were right. We were right. And we gave it a shot, and we wanted to see how dark it was going to get. It got really dark. Yikes. Major goosebumps. Woo. I'm actually cold. Okay. What's the future energy going to be like between these two factions? Nine of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords, Nine of Canes. Nine of Swords upright is about a nightmare. Just a total and complete nightmare. Anxiety. I can't sleep. Things keep me up at night. I don't know what to do. And in reverse, waking up from a nightmare, overcoming the nightmare, emerging from it, putting it to the past. Future energy is they're going to be done with these two. I'm waking up from this nightmare that existed, and I don't want anything more to do with them. It's done, over, no more chances. And then William and Catherine, their role in this, the Hanged Man. They future energies, they're going to feel stuck. They're going to feel stuck. They're waking up from this nightmare, but then their stuck is about how to really proceed. They know things are over, but what to do about it, how to manifest that and put that out into the public. They're not sure how to publicly deal with this. Even though that's the dynamic internally, publicly they're kind of stuck. And what about Andrew and Eugenie? What are they going to do? Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. This can be a death card. Upright, the Four of Swords is about, it's a sick bed. I mean, here's your grave here. This is a sick bed where you have now decided to withdraw, lick your wounds, try to recover, try to rejuvenate, get your energy back. And in reverse, it can be a permanent situation where you're permanently incapacitated, permanently gone, permanently done. So it's either that in the future, they will not recover their reputation. This is pretty much their swan song. They're done. I don't think it means literal death, but in the future, either a death will occur in this family that will cement that the fact that they're completely out of it, and that may be what this is saying. In the future, there will be a death or a permanent ending to this, to probably Andrew, he won't get his reputation back. William and Catherine are done. They're done. They're done. They're done. They're done. There's no chance. That's the future. Wow. All right. So what has to happen for a reconciliation, if one can happen? Oh my God. Death in reverse. Another death card. Death in reverse is death. What has to happen for reconciliation? Death. a permanent ending. There is no chance of reconciliation. It's no permanent ending, permanent transformation, permanent ending. All right, William and Catherine. I'm just getting such goosebumps. I can't tell you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about Seven of Pentacles upright is that you have put a lot of effort into something, a lot of money, and you're waiting for the return on your investment. And in reverse, you realize there will never be a return on your investment. Reconciliation, there is no chance for one. It's a permanent ending, and you know that your return will never come in. No more effort is going to be wasted into this relationship, this interaction between these two sides. It's permanently done. Wow. No second chance. I can't tell you how many cards are telling me this is done. This is done. No second chance. End of the war. Don't want you as a brand. How about Andrew and Eugenie? How do they... Oh. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. Ten of Candles. Ten of Wands. Upright. It's a burden. Oh my God, what am I going to do? This is a horrible burden on me. And in reverse, it can be the release of a burden. Something not to worry about anymore because this finally has happened and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a permanent end for any type of reconciliation. They know this is what's going to happen, or at least they will at this point. And it's a release of that burden of trying to try. It could also mean that Eugenie is going to separate from her dad too. She may finally disassociate herself from him because it's releasing a burden. Interesting. All right, and then what is the, for a split, what's the current energy on the split? I think we already know. King of Cups. There's Andrew. There's Andrew. All right, so what's the current energy on the split? It's Andrew they're splitting with. Eugenie, maybe not as much, but Andrew, he's the toxic person that they want to get away from. All right, and William and Catherine, how do they feel about it? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Quid pro quo is done. We don't want anything more to do with you. Any agreements are canceled. So Six of Pentacles upright. This is about quid pro quo, giving and receiving. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And in reverse, someone is receiving more than they are giving. And it's the end of the quid pro quo. We don't want anything more to do with you. This is Andrew, who is the real problem. And then on Andrew and Eugenie's side, the Moon. Things are not as they appear. So, anxiety, fear. This is also a 9-month card. This may take 9 months to really manifest, but the disassociation with Andrew is probably about 9 months in the future. And it is a permanent split. Permanently, no more chances. Permanently, you've lost the war. Permanently, your brand is no longer associated with ours. Wow. That's pretty decisive. There's no wiggle room here. Wow. All right, we'll do a quick wrap up. All right, so for the past energy between William and Catherine, Andrew and Eugenie, it was a waiting game to see really what was going to happen. Even though instinctively, I think mostly William and Catherine knew that they didn't want anything more to do. Judgment was made, no second chance. End of the war. I don't want to be associated with you. And for William and Catherine, and actually, you know that this is a Capricorn card. This is mostly Catherine, who was more waiting to see how bad will this get. How bad is this story really? Because they weren't sure. And then for Andrew and Eugenie, they realized that Andrew had been knocked off that high horse, but they didn't. There was no way for them to come back. This moral compass of how to get back on that horse was on that white horse. They didn't have it. They didn't know what to do, how to climb back on that horse. Everything they tried didn't work. And then the current energy between these two sides is there was kind of like a deception. They were kind of fooling themselves as to what could be, hoping and wishing that things could be different. But on Catherine and William's side, they knew that their intuition was correct. They were right in the way that they waited and then saw how bad it was, and they knew that that was the right way to do it. And for Andrew and Eugenie, they realize now that, or if they don't realize it, the current situation is they're out of the pretty much the brand of the royal family. They're out of the family. As far as the family is concerned, they don't want anything more to do with them, William and Catherine. And then the future energy is going to be the release of a nightmare for William and Catherine. They're kind of going to be stuck, even though internally, within the royal family, they know that this is done, and they're releasing themselves from the nightmare of the association between these two. They really don't know how to publicly announce that. And for Andrew and Eugenie, it's a permanent transformation. It's nothing that they will be able to change. It could be associated with a death, but it could be just this. This is a permanent ending, a permanent final ending for them. And then for a reconciliation to occur, it won't. It won't. That's a permanent change, a permanent end, and there's nothing they can do about it. And for William and Catherine, they're not going to put any more effort into it. Nope, it's done. The split's done. We're not putting any more effort into trying. And then for Andrew and Eugenie, it's the release of a burden. This may be where Eugenie splits from her father because she doesn't want the burden of him anymore. I don't know if that will really happen, but that's kind of like that would have to be what would happen for a reconciliation, that she would have to split with her father. I think that's what that's telling me right there. Even though that really it's not even a possibility. And then for this split, who's the split going to be with? It's going to be with Prince Andrew. He's the problem. King of Cups, that's Andrew. And then for William and Catherine, they're like, don't ask us for favors anymore. We're done. Anything that we did for you is done. It's done. It's done. Don't want anything to do with you. And for Andrew and Eugenie, this may be 9 months into the future. There's a lot of anxiety and fear because they know it's coming. And things aren't as they appear. They aren't as they appear. So even though it may seem like he's still within the family, he's not. It's an illusion. Wow. All right. There you go. There's your reading. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please like and share. And if you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I love all your comments. I don't get to see all of them. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. So I have to keep refreshing and refreshing. But if I see your comment, I will like it and respond, as long as it's not mean. And then if you are not a subscriber, well, come on, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss another reading. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll see you again soon on Royal Tarot Readings. Bye-bye, everybody.